I'm Aggie Idemoto, and I was born and raised in Watsonville, California. I was a year old when Pearl Harbor happened, and so I joined my family and we stayed at the Salinas Rodeo grounds as a temporary assembly center because they didn't know what to do with us. And then from there we hopped onto a train and we went to the middle of the desert in Arizona. Posten was our, quote, camp that we were incarcerated in. It was a hot place to be. I remember Obachang, my grandmother. Her face was red and swollen from the 120-degree heat that we were suffering. Surprisingly, nobody complained. Nobody complained. We just endured. Korairu is the Japanese word for it. There wasn't much recreation in camp unless you played marbles or ran around looking in the creek. But my father walked out to the middle of the desert in Arizona and he found a piece of Manzanita wood. Manzanita is heavy, and he brought it back to the barracks room where we were staying and carved this beautiful go board. And the go means 5. And if you have these beads and put 5 in a row, then you're the winner. There are similar games like that in other cultures too. So this is a treasure that I have on my coffee table to remember Posten, because this came straight from the deserts of Posten, and my father made it. And when we came back, my mom said sometimes people found it even harder to come back because we had no house and no job. My father was a sharecropper with Driscoll in Watsonville, and so we slowly made our way back. I got involved with the Japanese American Museum because I wanted our story to never be forgotten. And so I was an educator, and I also remember the time when school textbooks never even mentioned it until the late 80s when the state superintendent of schools said, "We're not adopting any textbooks that don't address the controversial issues," being Japanese American incarceration and the Jewish concentration camps. This is a remembrance of what happened to us, and we hope you all will remember that.